Hi guys, it's Sophie. So today I thought I would show you a video about something different. I thought I would share with you what my favourite YouTubers are. So not my favourite YouTubers who are booktubers, because I have a load of people I'm subscribed to from the bookish community, but I thought I'd show you like the other genres of things I watch a lot of, and just in case you're interested, I just like knowing what other people watch, and I like thinking about how it influences their videos. And I just thought I'd share some favourites from 3 categories that I've pulled out that are kind of broad categories, which are fitness, study vlogs, and like lifestyle vlogs slash general aesthetic channels, which I watch quite a lot when I'm like studying or when I just want to relax. And I really like all of those 3 categories and have more people subscribed to than the people I'm going to show you, but I thought I'd just pick out a few of my favourites and try and share them with you guys today. If you also watch videos like of these types and you have suggestions for people, do let me know who your favourites are so that I can check them out too. That would be great. I'd also be interested to know if you are subscribed to this channel and generally subscribe to bookish content. What other genres of things do you watch a lot of? I think that's quite interesting because we tend to stick to our own little lane and not talk too much about the wider YouTube world. So I'm curious, and I have some things I'd like to share with you guys today. So I hope you enjoy this and follow along.
Okay, so I thought I'd start with the fitness channels, and the first 2 are both yoga channels. The first one I wanted to talk about is Cat Methan, and I really love these. They are lots and lots of different kinds of yoga flows and generally like yogic things. So things like the gratitude challenge, gratitude journals, which I also do, but mostly they're just like really nice. The aesthetics of them is really nice as well. The next yoga channel that I do a lot of my videos on, it was one of the first ones I started on, is Sarah Beth Yoga, who I know is really popular. I find hers really beginner friendly, and if Tom and I do them together, I'll often do one of hers. And then on to like more gymmy fitness people. Whitney Simmons, obviously, I think everybody loves her. I think she's just such a lovely person, and when I watch her videos, I just like to get to know her. I went through a phase of watching like all of one of her types of videos, but I follow her Instagram. A lot of what I do for my gym workouts are based on her Instagram workouts, and I think they're, again, really easy to follow. She's such a lovely person. I think I can completely understand why she's got to where she has. Someone who's a little bit less well known is SAVANNAH Wright. She is a YouTuber who like lives a lot of the life that you kind of want. Like for me, I watch her a lot if I'm trying to feel motivated. Health is something she puts into every aspect of what she does in her day, and she has really great food ideas. I think I'd find her diet a bit too restrictive if I followed it all the time, but she does lots of like veggie Buddha bowls, vegan stuff, and I just find it quite inspiring sometimes if I'm trying to think of like a nicer dinner. And generally she's just up for trying lots of new fitness stuff, and I find that quite inspiring to see people who are like not afraid to not be very good at it to start with. Really cute. Her and her partner have a really nice relationship, and they have a really cute dog who's in lots of their videos, so she's really cool. If you haven't heard of her and you're into fitness, do check her out. Natasha is another YouTuber who's really well known, but I really love and wanted to mention. She's really good for my reality checks. So her view of health and fitness is all about being strong and being kind to yourself and it being empowering to move your body, and she does kind of balance eating and like non-restrictive food groups really well. I found her really helpful in continuing to keep the healthy mindset that I worked to develop when I was doing fitness. She's also really cool in the fact that her background is in like science. She has a PhD, so she myth busts a lot of stuff that you hear, stuff you might see on Instagram or ideas we might have, and talks about why they don't work, and she also talks about why things do work and how to make them work to your advantage, and I love that personally. Another popular channel that is just great fun is Matt Does Fitness. His are like broadly I would say funny videos, so like lots of clickbaity titles, but he's just a really funny guy. Him and his wife and their little boy are awesome, and Luca, their little boy, does all the intros. It's just really good fun if you want like vaguely fitness content but mostly like funny content, or like eating challenges. And then next I have Olivia Jarvis. She's a UK YouTuber, again slightly smaller than some of the other ones we've looked at. She just does really cool like vlogs, like get a little bit like what we talked about already when we talked about with Savannah. She just like lives health and fitness in her lifestyle, but it doesn't take it over completely. So things like they recently went away to Spain, and she showed how she like got a gym workout in or some walking in, but without that being like the point of the holiday or being like obsessive with it. She does mention calories in her videos. If that's a problem for you, she might not be the person for you, but I think she generally is like a good influence and doesn't have a weird relationship with exercise or food. And then the last person that I watch a lot of, and I put this in fitness because this is the reason why I'm subscribed to her, is Abby Sharp. So she's a dietitian, and she looks at what fitness YouTubers and other people, like other influencers, are saying and doing with their food intake, and talks about whether or not what they're doing or saying is helpful or unhelpful. She has an intuitive eating perspective, and I find her really helpful for checking myself. If I'm watching someone and being like, oh, is that normal? Should I be doing that? I can go on her channel, and she like reviews. Let me see if I can find it. She like reviews different people. Oh, I can't see it. She reviews different people's like diets within their thing, so kind of watches someone, let's see, yeah, so here, so like she reviews what I eat in a day for this lady here, and kind of gives either some like warnings about the kind of habits they have, or ways they could improve their diet or make it more balanced, or generally is just like, yes, this is a great relationship to have with food. And I find that particularly helpful for kind of challenging those things. So if you're even if you're just into like understanding diet and your relationship with food a little bit better, I think she's fab, and would definitely recommend. Okay, and now I want to talk about some of the people I love for study content. Whenever I'm studying, I like to have other people studying with me. I am a remote learning student, and no one else I know is doing their studies, like no one else I know that I'd go and sit with, and I love watching study videos when I study. I find it so calming and helpful, especially if I need to study for long periods of time, and like Tom and the rest of my family are all just like having a really good fun weekend. I think it's a very different experience being a remote learning student and not learning at the same time as anyone you know, and having to fit that in when everyone else is kind of enjoying that day in a different way. And I love watching study vlogs whilst I do that. It connects me like to the community of other people who are studying, and I just find it really good fun to do. So I'm going to share a few channels here. So I might not know how to say all of these, but I'm going to call this person Zint. That's how I think of it because of the way they put it on their vlogs. So I apologise if that's not how they would say their channel. So this particular channel does study with me's, which I really like watching. A lot of these people do study with me's where you put up a camera, it's quiet, but you can clearly see someone else studying. They're probably my favourite things to study with. But the reason I've chosen a lot of these channels is that they also do vlogs with study in them, so sharing what they're doing within the day in like a vaguely aesthetic way, and the study themselves. They're really nice to have as like short study breaks. So that's how I tend to use these videos, and it's literally just following someone around for their day. It's just nice, pretty, somewhat aesthetic, as I say, and I find them really motivating. Ace's channel is probably one of the channels that as soon as they upload a video, I'm really excited to see it. She does lots of vlogs around things in life. I find like all the food and everything really interesting. Like to Tom quite often I'm like, oh my god, come look at this food. And I think she's got a little cat recently as well. It's lovely. So all the study video for me is mixed in with almost like a travel experience. With Ace, I just think her videos are really relaxing to watch, but also I feel like I'm getting like this flash into someone else's life really genuinely, which is what I really like about her vlogs. Then Yura Zhang, I would say, is a little bit more like mainstream in terms of content, but there's a bit of a variety of content which I enjoy as well. So there's some fitness stuff, though I would say this I haven't curated the same way I have done the list of fitness YouTubers to try and choose people I think are really good influencers, but I do really like her videos in terms of like the variety of life that they show, and there's the study content, but it's more like the stuff around studying. So there's a couple other people, in fact 3 of the 4 I have left are similar, and I really like that again for getting like a glimpse into that studying community. So Caitlin Films is definitely one of those people that you see their life around study, and I really love her videos. So she talks about like moving in or packing, she talks about her mental health a lot, she vlogs like her day, her clothes, how she's feeling about stuff. She does a lot of like advice videos on terms of like how to make her study notes, which I love. I am not of the same caliber, but like the way that people put their notes out and study, just all the kind of like tips and stuff, I really enjoy. People can do such clever things. Like it seems if you're part of like the proper study community, you need like an iPad Pro and a pencil. Like they seem to be the essential tools, but it's just very aesthetic note taking, and she's a really lovely person. Oh, it's worth saying with Caitlin too, when she talks about her mental health, she does talk about eating struggles. So again, I haven't tried to be a little bit cautious with my fitness recommends in feeling that they were good influences, but Caitlin does talk about her struggles in a positive way, but just so you know. Then next we have the stylish med. I really like med students study videos and like routines. She is fab for like insanely productive days. So sometimes when I wake up or when I need to do something, I feel a little bit like, oh, why do I have to start my day at like 8 AM with being productive for like 6 hours in a row, and then I can come on here and I can watch her get up at like flipping 4:30 in the morning and do all of her study and do a full day like running around the hospital and like sorting out everything in her life, and I'm like, okay, you can do like 4 hours of writing an essay. Just genuinely insane levels of productivity and awe-inspiring for the productivity levels accomplished. Then Suzlan, again, that's how I say it. I don't know if that's how she would say it. Suzlan is another study vlogger who does a lot of vlogging around the study, which I really enjoy. I've gone through, as you can kind of see, like a lot of her videos, but she also does, like, again, similarly to some of the other people we've spoken about, day in the life type stuff in a really aesthetic way. And the last person I want to recommend for study and college vloggers is Maddie May. She's one of my absolute favourites. She is so lovely as a person and individual, and I really like the way she films, the way she edits. At her uni she works filming like for them, and you can really tell like in the way that she puts things together. But like in remote study are looking like helpful for me, you know, because of COVID, but also when they're in uni, like what she does, how she goes about her day, what each day looks like. Exams, I really like her exam vlogs, and she shares quite honestly like the stress she feels coming up to it and the pressure she puts on herself. She's just really honest, really lovely, yeah, one of my favorite ones to watch. Okay, and we're on to my last category, which is the vloggers. Some of these people also do study vlogs, but the reason I subscribe to them is more the vlog content than the study content. First we have Milk Cloud, who is like arty / stationary explory stuff. Again, super aesthetic. Like click on one of her videos, the way that she puts them together, the way that she organizes the videos is just so pretty. It makes you want to be there straight away. There's more like art to some of these videos, like in the clips and the way that they're filmed, that I really love. It's not just people talking to camera, and it makes it feel so personal to me and so close, and I love it. There are some like study content in here, stationary content, definitely. If you're a stationary person, go and find Milk Cloud. You'll really enjoy their channel. Maria Silva is another person who I really the kind of art style of their vlogs, the way that they put them together, the way that they're basically like tiny films and tiny snapshots in. There's a lot of these vlogs are people that bring me so close to their experience or what they're doing that I kind of want to be there. Like I feel like I have a really good sense into their life. Next we have Cora Kiri. That's again might not be how she would say it. So she does vlogs, which I really enjoy. There's a lot of aesthetic there, there's a lot of coffee mixing, but she also does really cool like outfit put togethers or like grocery hauls and things where she goes up with her friends and goes to certain locations. Then Mia is another channel who does like bringing you into her life and these kind of cool slightly different ways of doing vlogs. They aren't just straight to camera, which I really like, and literally like this takes you around, like you see what she sees, which I really appreciate. I think as much as when I film my own vlogs I feel like this is all the boring stuff that nobody wants to see, it's exactly what I want to see. I feel like I'm in someone else's life for a minute, and I think those are my favourite types. So yeah, that one is Mia. Then Lisa is more of a like fashion and beauty style vlogger, I would say. She talks a lot about her clothes and she's trying to get into fashion school at the minute, and I think she has got into fashion school actually, and again just does really cool outfits ideas. So if we go on to one of her videos, she will share what she's wearing, what she's going to layer with, and different things that she would recommend wearing with each. She's again such a lovely person. I've watched a lot of her videos even though I would never wear what she wears, like I don't feel confident enough, but she's just great fun to watch and follow around. Her lifestyle does seem really like lavish and lovely, and I don't know whether it is or whether it's just the way she films stuff and the style she has to put things together, but it seems like almost vaguely like celebrity-esque in the way that she is, but she's such a genuine and lovely person. Yeah, one of my favorite people to like watch out for. She's gained a lot of subscribers recently, like within the last year or so, and I think she's going to be really big on YouTube, but she's such a lovely individual. And again, as much as her videos have like high production quality and have that like luxury air to them, she's still really down to earth and really lovely. And then the last channel I want to talk about is the Soul Search. One of my favourite YouTubers at the moment. I admire her so much in her style, the way that she films her videos and the things that she talks about. So she talks about like topics, like kind of difficult, complicated topics, but also does her vlogs, also does what it's like to be productive in her life. She's very like type A, and everything that needs to be done is being done like in an intense way, and but she does everything beautifully as well. There's like there's two sides to her personality that come together in such a cool way. So she's very creative, she has a really good sense of like art and style and substance and all of those things, as well as having this really practical sense to her that she brings into her content, and it's very refreshing. If I was trying to think about anyone I would like to be like in terms of YouTube content, she's amazing. And it's not saying I want to change my content from books to the type of content she makes, but I just find the way she puts things together, the way she talks about things, so inspiring.
So that is my list of non-bookish YouTubers that I really like. I have an awful lot of subscriptions on YouTube, so this is a little bit of like a surface level, let's just have a look at some people, but hopefully I've found some nice channels or someone that you think might be interesting for you to check out, or a new kind of part of YouTube you haven't ventured into yet. I really love finding that. And if you have any recommendations for people who do similar things or that you just really love, please let me know. I think a lot of these, like particularly the study and the kind of vloggers, there's a lot about that aesthetic that I really like, and that almost filmography style. It's just very exciting, and really enjoy it. So if you have any recommendations for me, please let me know. I hope this has been an interesting, different type of video, and I'll see you guys soon for my next. Alright, bye bye.